America can mess up this crazy. Alrighty, here we are. Let's get Euro Truck Simulator going. Maybe. There she is. Wow. 682 subscribers. We are so close to getting 750. I'll tell you, it's honestly crazy to me how close we really are. Welcome to December 14th. And we are here to see if I can drive Chris that crap crazy by driving some trucks. And yes, I said driving Chris bat crap crazy because when he sees this, he's gonna hate me. But anyway, I have 13,000 euros. Uh, I need to get rid of the Kenworth. I really do. It was just too much America. I thought I'd sold that too, but I guess I didn't. Let me get rid of these three. I want something that's actually like a European based thing. So we're just gonna visit or buy online, excuse me. So if the game doesn't crash, it's crashed before, and there it goes. It broke. All right. Well, sometimes the game will play, other times it'll just explode. So let's haul a load instead. I used to deal with that same thing before, and I figured out kind of how to get past it. I gotta kind of keep playing the game, get a good save going, yada yada yada. Let me just skip this. Thank you. All right, there we go. I have to delete those few trucks and then we'll get going. I think I broke the game with the mod games on the. Now, I played Euro Truck Simulator probably a few times, and before I do anything else, all right, let me go home. Here, save game. There we go. All right, so I am gonna go look for a job with crazy trailers, and I say that because I want to haul some crazy trailers. Let me see if I can edit this. No, you can't. Why not? They have it in. Eh. You know what? We'll just drive to like the nearest thing and see what we can do. I gotta admit, this ain't a bad truck. There we go. That is not what I want to hear, but we're in Berlin. We will ask the questions anyway. Which one of these have I not been to yet? This one. All right, we'll go over here then. Also, that exhaust. I gotta admit, it is kind of annoying having to use euros and everything, but I do like it. It's cool. It's a lot more different. I'll put it that way. It is a lot more different than having to try and do it with other things. And I do really like this truck too. I imagine Chris probably doesn't, considering the hood, but I mean, it was created, it was made, so, you know. It's not like I just slapped it on the truck just to piss Chris off or something. Little dog. That's a Mercedes. Brakes! Don't work. Only the finest for me. I only buy a Mercedes. I also have a Renault, but, you know, we're not getting into that conversation. It was either the Renaults or something else, so I went with this. I was actually highly disappointed that this thing wasn't in the base game. It was a mod I had to download. I can probably show you what I got. Hold on. I'm speeding. It's fine. Nobody's gonna care anyway. Yeah, I'll show you here. This is the other one I got. It's the oldest Renault that I could get, and I didn't really like the other ones, so I just got that one. And I'm probably going to be buying from, yeah, so that's a mod, that's a mod. Um, I can't remember all my mods. Actually, I could probably go over here and look, because this is like the whole mod area here. Yeah, so these are mods. Um, that's a, I need to get rid of that one because I'm not going to use it. Mercedes, that's the Mercedes there that I got. Yes, I'm gonna get rid of those too. I'm not gonna use those in this game. It just feels wrong. I don't know why, but it feels wrong to me using um oh, that looks nice. I like that. And the Freightliner, of course. The Freightliner will probably be the only one that I actually keep. Yes, this is on Steam. Euro Truck Simulator 2. The Freightliner will probably be the only one that I'll keep, considering the fact that it is the only truck that I have that is actually a cab over. I figure if I'm gonna use um was I supposed to get off there? Yes, no, maybe. I don't know, I can't tell. Also they have Teslas over there. Look at that. Honey, there's a Tesla. I have all the dingly antennas. Look at that. I like this game a little bit more because they do actually make things work a little bit better. they'll be adding, from what I understand, Euro Truck Simulator 2 and American Truck Simulator to consoles soon. I don't know when, but they did make an announcement that it was something that they were working towards. So, I don't know when. It could be 2026. I don't know. But I do know it is something that I'm kind of looking forward to because I'm probably gonna try it, probably buy it and try it. But then again, I've already got it here. There's no need to really change. I play BeamNG. I have BeamNG. I just don't mess with it that much. I even have BeamNP, so, and trust me, that was one thing I never thought I'd download is BeamNP. I love their police cars over here in Germany, though. I love the fact that Germany still uses wagons. I think that's like a kicker for me. Because no American state uses wagons anymore. Or at least we don't build them. But yeah, the fact that wagons are still a thing is crazy to me. So what if I ran a red light, officer? I will admit, and this is something you'll probably never get me to admit again. I do absolutely love how every nation over here in the EU, they fit things in places they probably shouldn't be able to fit things. That's why I don't mess with RC stuff really that much. Dear God, look at the antennas going crazy. What do we got? Great. Here we go. Now we can change it. Can I do a dual bed thing, please? That'd be awesome. No, but I can do one of these massive ones. Now I'm curious. Would this be all right? Hold on. Let's see. Can we get a red one? Yes, we can. Confirm. Or can I do this one and maybe do a dual trailer? Nope. Mhm. Okay. For this truck, let's see. Which one of these makes the most money? We'll do this one. Although this one goes to Poland. Hmm. You know. Wow. You know what? Let's go to Austria. I'm gonna go to Austria. We don't want the Polish trying to eat me. This is such a tight space. Now I understand. Like, you really get to understand when you see a lot of these places here in the UK why it is that they truly have cab overs. Because there is no way that an American rig, something kind of like this, could do all the maneuvers that you'd need to do in order to make this a reality. Alright. That's the horn, by the way. Oh, wait, hold on. Before we get moving, special thing. Oh, yeah. Alright, here we go. Now we're ready to go. It won't help with turning, but it'll help with stability. I might have put a train horn on here. I don't know. It's so loud, it's in the cab. I believe the horn is actually in the cab. Yeah, that's right. I got more of an engine than you do. What is with these seat cup? Why? No, is smiling at me. That's creepy. Also, I got a fancy CB. Look at that. I like that the European trucks nowadays, I don't know how they run as far as the logs go or anything. But, ma'am, did you put enough pixelated lipstick on this morning? Have a good one, Big Nuts. Have a good one, bud. It's a 10-hour job, so if we run by rules, um, technically, I can drive this all the way. Shoot, I gotta get over there. Be nice if they would have told me that before I got moving. I hate trying to drive these massive trucks sometimes because they do get annoying. I might be getting on the interstate eventually. I love the massive turning signal on this truck, by the way. That's awesome. What in the turning signal is that? It's like a circle and then a hole with an orange light. Go on, booger. Alright, I believe this is the way I'm supposed to go. Yep, it is. Alright, cool. I'm actually surprised I haven't wrecked this thing yet. Notice I said yet. I do have another driver making me some cash, so that's at least a positive. There we go. Get it up to 60. I love how similar the roads look here compared to now. I like that sign. I like how the speed limit is actually on an overhang instead of on the side of the road. They need to do that here in America. I'm not gonna lie. That would be so much better than having the signs. Now, on smaller roads, yes, have the signs, on the side, whatever. But on interstates, yeah, the sign should be up above. You know what? So we've bought a Renault, we've bought a Mercedes. We need a Volvo, a MAN, and a Scania. So, and a DAF, and that one too. So right fast, I don't want to buy a buttload of those. So I'm gonna deal with what I have as far as the cat or the trucks like that. I have the one. I don't need another one. So let's go see if let's go here. All right, so let's get a Scania. See what we can do to this. Cab can remain the same. I was kind of hoping for a little bit more, but 12-speed transmission will help out. Really nice. I am not going to the UK. I like the exclusive look though. That looks nice. They have any? Ooh, they have a lot. I got Phoenix. Ooh, the Phoenix is good. Vortex. Pyramid. Why? I like that. That was cool. That's the one I got on my other one, so I'm not gonna put that one on that one. Beyond Borders. What do we do just a regular color? What do we want? Crimson red looks good, but you know what? We're gonna do the Phoenix one. I think that it's the best. I love the fact that you can do all that kind of crazy stuff. Oh wow, it's a lot of chrome. Let's just stick with that. I want like a nice. That looks cool, but I'll go with the wrestler. Thank you. Uh, Side bumper marker, right light. Can we put that? No. Okay. We'll deal with all that in a little. How about that? We'll do the V8 plate. I think there is actually a rule. So dang it. We're still good fun. It works. Hey, Crusader. Chromed out. Yes, please. Dragonfly. Yes. Lights, dear Lord, no. I like that on there. Feels good. I'm gonna chrome this bad boy out. Alright, now, I'm not too. What would be? I mean, you know what? Let's go with the speed. I like those. Those look cool. I like them. And we're gonna go with the runners because I think they look the coolest. Yes, let's get the Tire XL on here for no reason. You can't really do much to this one, but it does look nice. I do like it. This is more of a what I would call a day cab, so I'll take it. It'll be mine. Purchase that, and we'll put it in the only place that I actually have any room for. So that's that one. So now we go to Volvo. I want this. I wanna get one of the box truck things. And you can get a box truck configuration, which is great. I love that idea. 364. Maybe that one. We just increase the transmission and we'll be fine. Told you. I don't know what the difference is, so we're just gonna go with that. Wow, they don't have any, um, do a red. Yeah, we'll do a red. Do a red. Yeah, do a red. I don't know what any of this stuff does, so this is Volvo we're talking about. I have no idea what half of this stuff does. Is there like, I can't read Spanish. I think that's Spanish. I can't tell. It's driving me nuts though, not knowing. Oh, here we go. I will do that. Again, I have no idea what half of this stuff means, so I'm over here just like blatantly hoping I know what it means. But there we go. I'll probably end up getting rid of that since I have no idea what it said. All right, we got Mercedes. Now we need one of these. So I don't know why, because it's not like I'm gonna actually do anything to it, but let's see what we can do. Oh my flathead. That is probably the most disturbing thing I have ever seen, by the way. Okay, let's get one of the turning ones. I think those look a little better. Just ever so slightly. Now let's get the mid lift. Yeah, I saw that. Hey, does this look weird? I'll do that one. I think that one looks cool. For this one, we're gonna go for a nice looking one, so I like the Ninja. I think the Ninja looks good. At least these are like customizable to a point to where you can actually do something with them. The Howl, I like that. Howl. Speed line. Yeah, these trucks are not very customizable, if I'm being honest. But, and I can't even afford it. So, yeah, that's nice. All right, well, oh well. I got two trucks. I'm doing good. And now I'll make more money, too. Hello, how are you? I think I might actually, just stick with the regular cab overs. And then, if I want any of the crazy hooded ones, I'll go to the mod thing and get those. Sorry, car, gotta get over. At least I can say all the controls for this game are basically the same. From American Truck Simulator. So they seem to put a lot more work into Euro Truck Simulator. Because they got little things like the antennas move. I mean, come on. Little things like the antennas moving and the mud flaps. They move when you stop and go. Like, I mean, I would die to have those little features in American Truck Simulator. This thing is so obnoxiously loud for no reason. Oh, I see what they're doing. I see why it's doing it. I gotta remember what buttons I had. Hold on, give me just a second. I gotta remember what buttons I had for what, because I have like a whole thing of buttons. Key buttons. Alright, here we go. Key for wipers, yada yada yada. Okay, so that's just regular stuff. Assists. Alright, here we go. Lane mode, lane assistant mode, lane keeping mode. Alright, so number 6 is what that is. Number 4 is. So number 4 is adaptive cruise control mode, which I can turn that on. I'll be right back. Okay, well, we solved that. I put that on, and I believe it was 6. Let's see. Yep. Now that does turn off, so still gotta keep an eye out, but I don't know if this one comes with it or not. I don't think it does. Wait, what? Whoops. Oh my. That was interesting. Alright, oh, at least move little car. Move. I gotta get turned around. Hopefully the world doesn't just abruptly end. Which is exactly what it does. That's nice. Alright, well, I've screwed up. Alright, now I get to try and do a turnaround. This will be interesting. It's fine. We'll just punt these guys out of the way. It's fine. Move it, little car. Move it. Move it. Move it. Move it. Yeah, we're not punting those out of the way, but yes, this is how you drive. Do not try this at home. I'm totally a professional. I'm gonna try and get over here and get on the exit proper way. Yeah, that's a stereotype that apparently British people have for Americans is that everybody wants a burger from Burger King. Burger King burgers are good, but they're not good enough for me to constantly want one. Okay, now that we're back on track. Also, Chris, you should be so proud of me because look, I will go show you why you should be proud of me. I once had a buttload of American trucks in my loadout, and now I don't. Look at me. I'm so proud of myself. I mean, I do have these few ones, but I'm gonna get rid of them. I'm not getting rid of this one simply because it does fit with the whole British cab over idea, but the other ones I'm gonna get rid of. I believe it is actually a stereotype, Chris. Also, I'm driving this thing again. Yes, please. Give me a second. If I'm told her. Currently, Chris, I'm driving in or out of Germany, and coincidentally, I'm heading towards the Austria. Mm. How's your day going so far, Chris? I imagine it's probably dark for you, so how did your day go? Well, it's where I put my main base at, so. Oh boy. Luckily I saw that before, uh-oh. Fender bender. I'm awake, I'm alive. That's actually a song, believe it or not. So, I'm doing good. My mom's making me, grits with milk and ham. No, excuse me. Grits with eggs with, um, ham and milk. And she's also making me some sausage and she made me some tater fry thingies. So yeah, I'm doing great. Oh, and guess what I had for dinner last night? I had my mom especially go to the store to get them. Um, well, she was already at the store, so I just asked. Um, my mom got ham, cheese, and bread and made me some grilled ham and cheese sandwiches last night. I guess I'm gonna have to wait for it to redirect me. But yeah, Chris, you should be proud of me. I'm driving a legitimate British vehicle. I've not tried British beans on toast. The only thing I've ever tried really on toast was like well, my mom's had pork and beans on like bread, but that's it. But I'll tell you what, if I ever get to go to Britain, to go to the Tank Museum and to go to the HMS Belfast, uh, I'll swing by your house and you can make me some British beans and toast. And then we'll have some fish and chips while we're at it. I always find it funny because fish and chips aren't they like just like fish and fries? Because don't y'all guys call fries chips? Also, Chris, if I could pull up different that we have different versions of fries. So I'd have to end the game in order to show you, but there are different versions of French fries that we have. Actually, if you want to look it up, you can look it up. Uh, there's crinkle fries. There's the McDonald's fries. Then there's I don't think y'all have Burger King. Um, but yeah, we have all kind of different fries. I'll tell you my favorite though to get and just dip in ketchup and smother it in ketchup. That's waffle fries. Oh, look, I can get a new truck. I can make more money. I don't know. I'm not British. All right, what was it I have? Hold on. Let me get my truck back there. So I have a Volvo. I have a Volvo. I have a Scania and a Renault and a Mercedes. So yeah, here we go. I guess we'll just have to customize it once we get done. So now let's go and totally restore it. That's gonna break my bank. BK, have it your way. You. Oh, sorry, I went through a thing there. I forgot y'all have like the tandem beds and stuff. I want the mid lift. BK, have it your way. Yeah, Burger King is like for me the go-to place to get something to eat if I want it. If I want a decent burger. If I'm being honest, it is the one place. I mean,
Pants, trousers, biscuit,
Biscuit.
grains, chips, apartment, flat. Follow for more English words.
I think I want to pull my hair out on that one. Biscuit. Yes. Chris, you don't have biscuits anymore. You have biscuits. I guess they quit. I don't know. I knew them biscuits would quit on you. Yeah, but why do you call cookies? Why do you call cookies biscuits though? You've never like no biscuit here in America is quite literally bread dough that's been put in the oven and made into a round circular thing. And then for some strange reason, everybody thinks that us Southerners eat biscuits and gravy. I've never ate biscuits and gravy. Now I have gotten like the gravy from KFC and took my biscuits there and dumped them in there because their gravy is just way better than any other gravy I've ever tried, other than my mom's. But yeah, that oddly enough aggravated me. Because I know I kind of knew y'all guys said biscuit, but like for some reason Britain labels things differently than America. So I knew it meant something else, but cookies? Really? You don't realize how much that actually genuinely angers me, Chris. You're Hey, don't forget your biscuits while you're at it, okay? What about Minecraft? What do you mean? You found the one change in what? Are you serious? Well, hey, at least they're like accurate. I better turn my lights on. We might eventually get to where we're trying to go. It's just gonna take me 7 hours to do it though. I don't know why, I just felt like doing this today. I swear it's like here in America, like the 60-mile-an-hour truck trying to pass or no, excuse me, the 62-mile-an-hour truck trying to pass the 61-mile-an-hour truck. Yes, that is a real thing. You see what's going on here? That's basically exactly what happens here in America. Because a lot of the trucks have speed limiters. I don't know if they do in Britain or not. And the funny part is the speed limiters are set to, like, I think, like, my dad told me one time that his truck was set to like 60, it was like 66.1 or whatever was like the highest he could go. So like he could go like 65 and it wouldn't bother him or whatever. But he'd be on the interstate trying to go 70 and he couldn't do it. And you got trucks that are like speed limiters 60, 65, stuff like that. You will watch it, and this is like on a 2-lane highway too. So you will slowly watch as the truck that's going like 62 tries to pass the truck that's going like 60. I just missed my turn again. Oh well, it'll redirect me, I'm sure. and it is like one of the most annoying things to have to deal with ever. I've got to keep an eye on the GPS. Luckily, why is it the first thing I say? I get the feeling. The funny thing is Zootropolis is like the British version, and everybody keeps saying that everybody like in the Asian area and stuff like that, they want to see Nick and Judy get together, yada yada yada. I honestly don't think that's true. I think the Asians love the film. Okay. But I don't think for a second that they're all for the shipping thing. I think that's mostly an American thing. Like, I know that there's maybe a few that probably wouldn't mind seeing it, but again, I think Zootopia fits better, honestly, but that's just me. Zootropolis, just, no. But, I think the thing that really aggravates me is the fact that you do have these people, and I was actually just talking to one, well, it was a one-sided conversation, and I think he thought that I was calling him saying that he was forcing the ship, but this guy, every comment that I've ever read from him, it's not like a forcing thing for me. It's not like that one guy that I've showed you. You know that one guy I think I've showed a few times. This guy like constantly everything that comes out of his mouth is wild hops, wild hops. You know, they're gonna be a couple, they're gonna be this, they're gonna be that. And it's like, dude, how the flip do you know what they are and aren't gonna be? But this other guy, you know, he's like, oh, you know, cool, wild hops, yada yada yada. And it's like, you know, I appreciate you two and I don't mind you two, but I hate the ones of shippers that force the stuff. And it's like, you know, I think he was thinking that I was calling him a forcer. I said, no, 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 no. Actually, hold on. Let me pull it up. I can pull it up right fast. I'll tell you exactly what it was I told him. You go to post. Where's this thing? Yeah, film it. This one. Yeah, there it is. I said, y'all can keep up your imagination. I won't mind. Just don't force it into the film. And he goes, we know, and we're not forcing, so please stop calling us that. I said, you two aren't, but there are those of you who force it a lot. That's what I'm saying. You guys are fine, and I have no problem with y'all shipping them, but it's the constant. It'll happen in this third film, and it'll be it. It better happen in the third film that becomes aggravating very quickly. I've never seen do that, so you're good in my book. Ain't nothing wrong with a bit of imagination. He responded with this. He goes, yeah, well, maybe there are some who aren't really forcing or demanding at all. We may be imagining stuff, but the truth is, we don't know what will happen when third one comes out. The creators of it decide for whatever they put for us to enjoy and whatever they give us to see. Let's just enjoy it either way. Who are we to decide or judge what either want to see or don't want to see? Let's just all enjoy what life gives us for entertainment to enjoy. Otherwise, maybe Zootopia shouldn't have never been made. He's got a point, but hold on. Oh, I hate when it starts doing this stuff. Oh my God, really? Hold on a second. Ma'am? Go back now, the dog drops out. So I'm back. I'm gonna read what I responded to. I said I completely agree. I just wish some other shippers had the same mindset. I've said it before since I've gotten my 2 films, then hold on, I gotta fix it. I'm happy. But still there are those who constantly push and push to see it happen. And it's like, just sit back and wait and be patient, dude. And I'm not wrong. Like, there are people that are just, I think Copy, um, is talking about people shipping Nick and Judy like we are. But, like, there's honestly no need, but people seem to think that there is a need to ship them. And it's like, do I agree they would make a cute couple? Yes. But that doesn't mean that they should be one, you know? That would be like me saying, "Oh yeah, Moana and Maui would make a cute couple. They should totally get married." And it's like Maui is like hundreds of years old and Moana's like what, 16, 17, based upon what I've found out about the movie. So yeah, that's not exactly something that I'm gonna say that needs to happen. We go the appropriate way. Alright, dude, since you're pulling in here to get gas, I'm gonna pull over here to not get gas, but to pull over to sleep. And I loved Moana. I did. I loved watching Moana. It was a fun movie. The second one was kind of crap, but, it was good. But yeah, like people all the time, talk about, how Nick and Judy need to be a couple in order for but the funny thing is, Chris, based upon that voting thing that I did, there are more people that say that Nick and Judy don't need to be a couple in order for the film to be good that say that do. But there are those who do still ship them, and that's fine. But they also have that mentality of, they still have that mentality of, well, it doesn't need to happen in order for it to be a good film for me. And a lot of people are seeing that with the second film. Nick and Judy aren't a couple, but a lot of people are saying it was arguably better than the first one. So it shows that you can make a good sequel and a good film set without having to ship two characters that, in my opinion, don't need to be shipped and have that better friendship bond. But anyway, yeah, talking about the Star Wars thing, yeah, when they added Rey, the whole film series went downhill. And that's why you don't see them making any more real, like, live action movies anymore for the Star Wars. I mean, they killed Han Solo off. His own son killed him, which was crazy to me. Um, then what's her face died of old age, I think, or something. And making Emperor Palpatine like her, what was it, like dad or granddad, something like that, was weird to me. Because that man was old when that dude was, I'll put it this way. That dude was old in the original Star Wars movies. So the only thing that really saved, in my opinion, the Star Wars movies, the I liked, if we're talking when Disney bought it, I liked the animated Clone Wars, I liked the Bad Batch, I liked Rebels. All three of those, like honestly, I think um honestly, I think if Disney was planning on doing like Star Wars stuff, they should do it off of that animation because that works way better and the story is arguably better than any of the action or the live action stuff that they've done. I've I've I got engrossed in the Bad Batch. Like really, really engrossed in it. And I finished it and it was great. I loved it. So but yeah, I haven't really been watching too much stuff lately. I'm currently watching the new Midway movie again on YouTube, but other than that, Yarn Hub I've been kind of looking at a little. But I'm gonna probably pull off here and park, and I'm gonna go eat breakfast and all, and I'll either get back on this and stream it again, or because as you can hear, my dog is going nuts. So we'll park it here. Let's see if I can pull into it real nice. I should be able to in essence, but we do know who's driving, right? That'll work. Anyway, um, also I think you'll be happy to know that I no longer have the Zootopia background on my computer. I have the wolf. So, that's a good thing, right? But anyway, I hope everybody has a lovely day. And remember, you mess with the wolf, you